Hello, good morning. Right. We are aiming to finish this aluminium. Off stream. I got the last of these machines in. Just a few hundred. And I've started wiring. We need wire, we need power. So that's what we're doing today. Wiring these in. Gotta wire those in, can't forget to wire those in. Maybe get some of the tubes up and running. Get some moving and grooving on the train tracks. And aim to see about maybe getting the stations in down here if we can. It's a big task, but it's got to be done. Yeah. I like this system we came up with. It's so much easier than trying to do them all up there. And I think it looks neater as well. But I have been spotting some machines, and I think these are the same because they're staying red, that for some reason haven't had the recipes put in. I don't know why. It's like we put some down and forgot to put the recipes in. I don't know why we'd forget recipes. You've gone weird. What the heck? They've got no recipes now. Oh, they have. They've just stayed red for some reason, where these go green. That's strange. We'll have to check them out. I'll have to remember later. Beth asked me to meet her with her purse. Can't forget to do that. Architecture beam, here we go. Oh, these got recipes in. Yeah, these ones have as well. Good. Good, good, good. Are you doing it again? Weird. I wonder if there's a way to set it. Because when you drag it across like that, it does a Mark 1. I wonder if there's a way to set it later game where it will do Mark 2 by default on the power connector. Having a Mark 2 sometimes in some situations will be better, especially when you have more connectors. That would be good. Good morning, Sheldon. How are you today? Hey. You've done a dum-dum. Come on. Are you in the office today or are you working from home? Working from home, nice. Got a letter yesterday and I thought, ooh, it's the NHS, finally, have I got my appointment for my scan? No. It was from a place that's working with the NHS, asking if I wanted to take part in a scheme where I sign up for them and then I have some bloods taken and they analyse my bloods and then keep an eye on, well, basically they analyze your blood, they try and guess from your DNA and your blood results and all that sort of stuff what illnesses you might get or might have at the moment, and then they keep an eye on your medical records and see if their predictions come true, because they're trying to come up with a way of predicting and foreseeing what illnesses people might get based on their DNA pool and their blood results and things like that. And then they just keep an eye on your medical records for the rest of your life. But it also means that if they know some of their predictions are correct from past results on other people, they might contact you or your GP to say that they foresee you having this problem or that problem. That's a great idea for the NHS. Yeah, they do say on the letter that they will never release any of the information because outside of the NHS, if they do pass a sample of your blood or a sample of like either a sample of your blood or a sample of the makeup of your blood, whether it be physical blood or digital makeup, they will never pass that on to anyone. Who did that? Good morning, Silver Architect. They will never. It's, what did they say? It's like de-identified. It's anonymous. So if they pass a sample of your digital blood makeup or your physical blood to a third-party company, then it's like it can't be linked back to you. Only they will have your personal information. Good morning, Silver Architect. How are you today? I need to come up with some new redeems, don't I? But I never know what to do with them. Oh, you done it again, silly pole. And again. I'm clicking too quick, aren't I, before making sure that I'm pointing at the machine properly. Been okay, about to pop out for second meeting of the day, but apart from that, I'm good. We'll leave a tab open. Well, thank you so much. Hope your meetings go okay. Are they interesting meetings, or are they just the ones that those type of meetings that seem to say the same thing all the time? I hate the type of meetings where they seem to say, you're sitting there thinking, you said this last week. Nothing different. We're only having this meeting so you can justify your position. Just a regular meeting. Heck. I used to work for a company once, and when I was a store manager, and it was sometimes you drive for like an hour and a half to 2 hours to go to a meeting that would take about half an hour, and then have to drive back. And I'd be driving back thinking, what you've just said there could have been said in an email. I have driven an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back, and you could have said it in an email. The only bonus to that was, for the last half hour, 45 minutes of the drive, I was driving through some lovely countryside and rolling hills. Didn't I hook up the first machine? I'll have to have a look. First machine on all the lines. Okay. Well, there's the first machine on this one, so we'll check that. That's done. Da, 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 da. Okay, that one's hooked up. That one's hooked up. Let's go have a look. That one's not. That one is. That one is. That one's not. Well spotted. You are. You are. Okay, so it might be these ones. You are there. You are there. Ah, okay, I see what I'm doing. I see what I'm doing. That one is. Missed another one, have I? Okay. You're on. You're on. You. Thank you. We got a red light there. We got a red light there. Oh no, we haven't. Just a trick of the... Okay. We'll have to keep an eye on that because I'm going so fast I'm missing machines. So that on the top floor. Another one. On the top floor the other day when I was doing some of the laying down some of the last machines needed, I was forgetting to put recipes in some of them. When I lay down this row and this row, I completely forgot to put the recipes in. So I'm going to have to double check that I put recipes in all there, and then we're fucking them up with cables. It got to the point where I had to just save and log out. Because I went out, had my walk. Hey up. There must have been a few little bits in this system. Went out, had my walk, came back. watched an episode of Abandoned Engineering with Beth and then sat down to carry on putting some of the machines down, because I was aiming to get these wired up offline, and then I just had to save and put the game down and just go, right, that's it. Okie dokie, hope everything goes okay, and thank you for spotting that. Right. Why are some of these machines running? I haven't hooked up power to all this yet. We shouldn't have power. I have hooked up power, that's why. Damn. That didn't shut it down. I must have power coming in a different way. But what I can do is I can go delete that. Yeah, there you go. Right. You've got your power. Okay, let's finish the rest of these ones. Dee, 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 dee. Yeah. It is so much easier. I know I've said it a few times, but it's so much easier laying cables like this than it is trying to attach them to the roof all the time. I'm probably not the first one to do it. So many people play this game. Just trying to think. Whilst I'm doing this, I'm trying to think of the way we're going to do the train stations. Autosave. Come on, autosave. Because getting the stations in isn't really going to be the problem. The problem is going to be getting the belts down to the stations, I think. That's going to be the biggest problem, I think. And I just hope when this is running, it doesn't make the area too laggy. Doopity-doo, 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 doopity-doo. I have to change that message to say this advert's on Twitch. Woohoo! The last of the machines on this level. That reminds me, we haven't actually hooked up the last of the machines on the, well, not the last of the machines, the last of the belts on steel, have we? Gotta get that sorted. No, no, no. Come on, Bean. Right, that's the machines on this level. Whoa! We have just got these to do. Just a few. Anyone got any ideas for external decorating? Where's the power on these? There. Gonna be too clippy doing it that way. No, I think it will. Okay. And we want pattern, and that, 'cause that tells us where the power is there. Oh, you can go. Bet you were still there. Can't afford. Wire. Okay. I got enough steel beams. You just need wire. Had a thought. Any iron in this area? What? Any iron? Yeah, there's some. Can we? Ooh, I wonder. If I do nuclear in this area as well, I might need to have. I need wire to make that. That's a bit of a bummer. Okay, we need to go and get wire. It was just a thought. We could make a wire production while we got the concrete and the iron production out here. But again, we can tap off this, can't we? This is where the Mark IIs come in handy. You've not fed any out. There you go. Alright, let's get our chute. Oh, slug. Hello, hello. They'll get us a few more power shots. Edit timetable. We want to go to rubber. Come on. And off we go! Doot, doot. Yeah, that one should say this switch. I wonder if I could change that now. Done it. Changed it. That's one of the bonuses of running the boss in-house on your own. On your own machine, you can change things as you go. Did I hear an echo then? Did. The preview had the volume on. Right. Echo, echo, echo. I only noticed it then. I didn't notice it earlier in the stream. I don't know what. keep thinking to myself, does this need decorating? Or does it just need the flooring done into concrete? Because most things when it comes to oil look more industrial, don't they? They don't really have like buildings around them and things. Uh-oh. That's cable. We need wire. I haven't got wire out here. Why have I not got wire out here? I know we haven't needed it so far in the build until we started hooking all these up. I can't believe it didn't bring wire out here. That's got me puzzled now. Can't damage those glasses, otherwise I won't be able to go out. What's a good one here? Don't know. Who are you? What is it? While we're here, I don't know why I haven't got wire out here. My Celia should have that back at base. Can't do anything else there. Let's just throw another hard drive in. Okay. I wonder if we've still got wire back at base. Hope it's not one of the ones I've unhooked. If not, we'll have to wait for our little new machine to start pumping it out. It's psychedelic, those tunnels, aren't they? I need to change the color of the camera a touch. This top's grey. Doesn't look... My preview anyway, it doesn't look greyish. I think the colours are slightly out on the camera. so much you need to do. We've got to sort these tracks out so they don't look like they're magically floating. We've got to hook up the last of the steel train stations. We've got to finish the aluminium off. We've got to work on our central storage. It's just a few things. As well as obviously making the buildings look good. Unless you just want a big square factory plonked in the middle of everywhere. These path signals also act as block signals, so I don't need a block signal on top of a path signal coming up. Excuse me, sorry folks. I might be able to change one or two of those signals back there. But we're learning as we go. One bonus in update 8 is you can blow up the fart rocks. Right, let's hop out here. Fire! We need to change those to big storage, but we're going to be moving them anyway. All that just for that. Don't need them to be that tall. We can move them down a bit. Where did our chew stop today? There it is. Take us back. All the way back. Hang on. I think I've labelled them wrong. Why have I put them as concrete? They're not concrete. That's copper. I've labelled them wrong. We'll go there first. That confused me then. Concrete? Copper. Go to that first, please. Spotting mistakes. Doopy-doo. Doopy-doopy-doo. Oh, I wonder what this looks like in Update 8 with all the different colours and the way they're rendering everything nowadays. Don't need those cables running alongside anymore, do we? They're left over from when we were using the hypertube instead of the trains. I wonder if they'd be adding any new stuff, any new things into the Awesome shop as well. So when you get to a certain stage in the Awesome shop, the only things left to get are the statues. I don't know if we'll need it, if it's a necessity, but we haven't put in any battery storage. Is battery storage something you need in the game? It's available. Ooh, ad break on Twitch. No spaces in it. That map done. Not reliance on solar or wind power, no. In fact, solar and wind power are not native to the game. It's one of the mods. So I'm thinking of putting in some wind and solar just to decorate the stuff, you know? Yeah, the battery backup in this game is basically if your power network goes down, it switches to the battery while you sort out your problem. That's one thing we'll have to do before we hook up the final cable in this build, is basically see what it estimates the draw on the network's going to be, and see if we need to add in more generators on our power build. I'm surprised, actually, as a country, we haven't embraced. I know our solar, I mean, we don't always have the sun like some other countries do, but we are getting there, the way things are changing. And I'm surprised we haven't embraced wind power more. Yeah, these should all say copper, not concrete. I must have had a brain fart when I put these in. Copper desert out. We've got the biggest offshore wind power sites, have we? I didn't realise that. That's 45 there. We're going to. He reckons we're going to use 37, so we should be okay for hooking everything up. I stand corrected then. I didn't realise that. Where's second, China's first? Okay. Even so, I didn't realise we were that high up. I know we've got a one off the. I can see one off the coast here in the bay, and you've got some other private wind turbines dotted around on some of the farms around here. I didn't realise we had like the second largest. Off Skegness, okay. But where did we get up to? You're there. DB. DB. Someone asked me the other day, would I ever consider doing a 24-hour stream to see if that helped build up followers and subs in the stream and that, and I was like, flipping heck. 24-hour stream would probably kill me. It'd also annoy the wife and daughter, no kitchen access for 24 hours. That's a no-no. Yeah, they'd be able to use the microwave, the cooker, and the. You see, this filters out the kettle, the microwave. Cooker's not noisy. And if someone filled the sink up, because the boiler's on the wall there, it seems to filter that out, unless you guys can hear it and you just don't say anything, but it seems to filter that out. The washing machine is a big no-no anyway. Thought this one had just been on. But I think you are correct in one way, because Beth's room is above here. And she does sometimes say, if she's off work and I'm streaming, she can hear me. It doesn't bother her, because she knows why I'm streaming and I'm trying to make a community out of it and trying to make an extra income out of it, you know, that sort of thing. But obviously, I think it would bother her if I was doing a 24-hour and she could hear me all the time. Be like, God's sake, Dad, I'm sick of your voice. Laura's taking her car to a place up by theirs tomorrow to see if they can give a quote for getting the side of it repaired. I'm hoping that goes okay for her. Hopefully it's not too much, but we'll have to wait and see. Why is that not attaching? Okay, we'll have to attach you like that then. Don't mind having electrical like that when you're next to a ladder, do you? It will be fine. What's the worst that can happen? Oh wow! Pallet Box coming in with the raid. 11 viewers. Hello. How are you? Thank you so much for bringing your community across.
Shout out.
Here we go. I'm good, thank you. How are you? How was your stream? Slay the Spire? I've not heard of that. Is that a good one? Mad chicken's going. Deck building game. Let's have a look at that then. Well, thank you so much for bringing your community across and trusting me with their help. Just a quick introduction. Sorry about that. As you can probably guess from the channel title, my name is Paul. I stream from the northwest of the United Kingdom. At the moment, I tend to be streaming Forever Skies on a Monday, and then this beautiful game on a Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm enjoying it. I've got a couple of mods running in the game, and one gives you efficient recipes, which tends to take things to the large scale. I started building an aluminium factory because we need aluminium for some of the up-and-coming recipes and things that we need. And the aluminium factory's sort of gotten on the large side. I'll show you now. This is what it's turned into. It's rather big. This is all part of it as well. This is the biggest factory we've got at the moment anyway. We've got to decorate it as well. I'm aiming to be able to turn it on today. The last few streams have all been, let's finish this, let's finish this. And the amount of time spent in it, to be honest with you, is getting rather mad. Anyone in my community will be able to tell you. On a Wednesday, because I tend to go and meet my daughter Beth when she finishes work, I tend to have about 3.5 hours in stream. On a Friday, I tend to push about 6.5 hours. Saturday is always about 3 because I'm up at 4 AM for work. So by the time I get in from work and I start streaming on Saturday, I push about 3 hours. But yeah, we've been doing this for a few weeks now. Keeping it straight is not too bad because if you use these platforms, I'll show you as an example. Yeah. If I was to try and put down, say, a constructor down here, it just goes anywhere. But if I do it on a platform here, it can snap. So keeping things straight is not too bad, because if I was to do this now, put that down there, and then bring a belt into it like this, it's not too bad because they snap to the grid. And then when you want to turn corners, you can get a nice, turn on it. It's not too bad. It's more keeping track of everything that's the biggest pain in the butt, to be honest with you. Because these belts coming down here are coming in from here. They go in. But look, we have a logistic floor here. And that's feeding crystal from down here, into these machines above us. And it's also bringing in silica from the machines below. So we have that, and then we have another logistics floor here, belting things in and across. But this is rather... This is a mixture. Anybody want to see one of our other factories so you can compare? Let's find the chew. Where's our chew? Our chew's over here. This is going to look magical when everything's moving and grooving and flowing. They're in the middle of releasing a update at the moment, Coffee Stain, for this. It's on... I'm not running the update yet because it's still in experimental mode. And they're on their annual month off at the moment. But the update's bringing in better graphics and better lighting and things like that. Hello Silver, you're back. How was your meeting? We've just been raided by Pallet Box. I've just thought. I'm sure I'm one of your followers. You used to do some massive No Man's Sky streams, didn't you? And it's been a while since I've watched you, actually. I apologise. I've just realised. Massive No Man's Sky streams. And when you're creating your own tabletop game? I know you do music as well sometimes, singing and that. Experimental's great fun. Yes, I've seen one or two people playing it. I've watched one or two VODs and things on YouTube just to see what it's like and things. In fact, I was lying in bed the other night. I couldn't sleep because of the thunder outside, and the missus had dozed off on the couch. She was so tired after work, so I just left her there. And I was lying in bed last night and I was watching someone's VOD, and they were doing a comparison of original and update 8 and the lighting and things. I'll tell you one thing, we are going to have to get lighting sorted in this before, because I'm hoping the mods we're using will end up being able to get ported across. If they can't, we will have to start again. And but yeah, the lighting and that, if you have lumen turned on, your factories will be dark if you haven't got lights on the inside of them. Yeah, I've kind of rid of the game developed. I have to put on the back burner for a bit. Okay, I have some other projects going on at the moment. Yeah, it can get like that sometimes. Sometimes things come in and they take over, don't they? And you have to put things on the back burner, or sometimes you have to put things on the back burner, or you end up burning yourself out and the enjoyment goes away. I did that with the game I was playing on stream. Imperium Galactic, I had to put that on the back burner a little bit. It brought out 2 big updates since I last played it. But I was designing a big capital vessel in it, and trying to push it with scripts and that to automate some of the displays. Right. Welcome to our small oil project. That should go and park up at a station over there. Let's do this the proper way. Let's turn flying mode off. Just for a little bit. You're scared of heights, don't look down. Welcome to, I don't know, Oiltropolis? And basically what we've got oil coming in from over here in these pipes. Not all these pipes are in use at the moment. We can use more. And these refineries here are basically taking the oil, processing it into rubber on this side and plastic here, with a byproduct of heavy oil residue. And an autosave's just kicked in at the most inappropriate moment. How dare it? Come on. Thank you. That heavy oil residue comes down here and goes over this way. And what we've got there is we have water getting pumped in from over there, mixed with the... Well, that water comes in. It's mixed with the heavy oil residue and creates fuel. That fuel then goes up here to get burnt. Each row refineries over there can do 100 fuel generators. At the moment, we have 150 fuel generators up there. So more of the oil goes down there into these and gets turned into petroleum coke. That petroleum coke goes two ways at the moment. One way is by a separate rail line that's just a loop that goes from here to Steel and back, with no other train other than that one train on it. And the other one comes onto the main line here. And we will be setting up a train to go to aluminium because we need it in the aluminium bit as well. But one of the biggest things I love about this setup is here. Is this. What happens here is the rubber and the plastic does exactly the same. We have smart splitters there that are set up to say if these lines are free going to the train stations there, or these lines are free going to the train stations there, then send the product down those lines. If those lines are backed up, send the product to these sinks here that basically chomp and chew it up. I just in my head imagine that as being recycling. They chomp and chew it up. The reason being, if these lines back up into the refineries, if they back up, the refineries stop. So they will stop making the heavy oil residue, which will then stop these refineries making fuel, and we'll basically run out of electricity. If on a refinery, if it has two outputs and one output backs up, the other one stops. Because what these are doing here is these are taking the water in, packaging the water, that sends it into the machines. These machines then unpackage the water, mix it with the oil, turn it into packaged fuel, and these machines then unpackage the fuel, send the empties back round, and that fuel then goes off to these generators up here. They're just storage for some fuel, so if there is a little bit of a hiccup in the line or I disconnect the wrong thing, then we have a little bit of a time to sort it out before these run out and starve. That is a noise that you like to hear in this game. Everything running. It's a lot of maths. I mean, if you like maths, you like puzzles, you like working things out, then you will enjoy this sort of a game. Because everything in the game has basically a certain rate of input. Let's turn off. Because like on the, a lot of them have like, for example on steel, which is a nearby factory, so I'll use that as an example. Steel takes iron and either coke or coal. You can use coke, you can use coal. The miner will mine the iron or the coal, whichever one it's on, at a certain speed. But the recipe requires the two inputs at a certain speed to output a certain amount. And then the constructor takes in those ingots at a certain amount to create different things it says. So you having to work out and balance everything out. Yeah, you gotta grab some food. Gotta look after yourself. Thank you very much. So there's a lot of working things out and balancing. So if I mine iron at that speed, how many smelters do I need to turn those iron into ingots? Those smelters will then each have an output. So that output times how many smelters will spew out how many ingots, and then the constructors, they take it in at a set speed. So that amount of ingots divided by the speed of the constructors. So there's a lot of balancing and shifting and moving. It's like here. So these are taken in iron ore at 75 per minute and coke at 75 per minute, and creating 100 ingots per minute. But I've set this up as if we've got belts that can supply it at 780, because then I just have to upgrade the belts and not add in more machines. So these ingots will be going out as if we've got a 780 belt. Those ingots then go up here to this logistics floor, and that then feeds them up to these machines, and these machines take in the ingots at 30 per minute. So I've set it up as so you'd have to work out if they're set up to do 780 and these take it in as 30. So you have to work out 780 divided by 30. 26 machines there. Those belts will be feeding 26 machines, which is 13 on either side of here, to output this amount. But then you have to work it out that the belt can handle so much. So what's happening there, the output of that belt is getting merged. This belt here is getting split into two. Half's going that way and half's coming this way. So these two belts merge. And these two merge. And you just have to work it all out like that. So this is the floor making steel pipes. And then we have a floor here making steel beams. The steel pipes are hooked up to train stations. I've still got to hook the steel beams up. But these are set up the same as the other one. If the train station's empty, fill the station. If the train station's full, send them to the sink. But to save space, I did these as double deckers. Otherwise the factory will have just got stupidly big. Well, I'm debating now, when we do redo our iron, where's the best place for it? There's loads of iron here. Or do we do it in the green grasslands? That's just some copper. Copper is such a basic thing, so that's just some copper. Copper just basically raw ore into smelters, smelters turn it into copper. That's it. some copper ingots. We will have to make a small factory for doing like copper piping and stuff. Because our starter factory, which is over by the Space Needle there, I'm going to be ripping that down. Oh, and there's also locals in this game who are not always too happy with what we're doing. So you sometimes have to defend yourself against the locals as well. Right, let's get the last of these hooked up. I can't remember where we got up to. Well, you're not hooked up, so we must be working our way down here somewhere. You're done. You're not. We're up to here. Come on, cable. I want to delete that. Thank you. Some people put ceilings in to run power cables. I used to do that, but now I like to do it like this, because it's a lot easier, I think, anyway. I think it is anyway. And I think it looks a little bit neater. Because I think it looks a little bit neater than having cables hanging from the ceilings. Right. Just a few more to go. Wonder if we can have a wall of all the items going down in belts and then out to the stations. Because that'll be a nice wall of movement if it doesn't cause any issues. We don't want to cause too many issues, but we also don't want to be boring, because if the train comes, if we carry the train track on down here and out to the grasslands, if you come in that way, you'll see a wall of movement. Or something, anyway. And a little something is better than a lot of nothing, isn't it? So my main aim was to get this turned on today. Because I got to meet Beth later with her purse. She doesn't take her purse into work because she can't have a purse with her while she's on, you know, she's on the floor with the, because she works in a care home, she can't have a purse with her while she's on the floor with the residents or that sort of thing. So, and I don't know why, but the place they're meant to hang their bags and coats is not locked. It doesn't have a lock on it. So, he prefers, which I can understand, leave it at home. But her sister bought her something off Amazon, because obviously Amazon Prime sales and stuff. So she wants to get the money out to pay her back. Hook you up to here. That looks okay. I've got the cables running in the floors, where some people have them coming up at across tops and stuff. I have them running in the floors. Makes it look a little bit cleaner. As said, I did try and do most of this off stream. All this wiring and things. But I just had to put it down for a little bit. Especially the... Sometimes I just have to give my eyes a rest, especially with what's going on with them at the moment. Beth thinks at the moment that I'm going to end up getting my next appointment for the eye hospital in November, and the other hospital would not have still sent me through that the appointment for the scan, because it was at least a month ago that, if not longer, that we got caught where we were. Because the way it works here in the UK is, if a hospital writes to your GP to say this is what's going on at the moment, this is what we are aiming to do, they send a copy of that letter out to you at the same time. So we've seen the letter where they've said, obviously, they want to do this, 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 and this. And they did tell us when we were there at the hospital that they were going to get an appointment sorted for the... They were going to contact another hospital to say, we need you to have this scan in the meantime before we see him again. But in the copy of the letter that went to the GP, we did see at the bottom it said we will be aiming to see Paul again in November to see how things have progressed and everything else. And before that, he will have had a MRI scan, bloods taken and stuff. Right, I've had my bloods taken, but I still haven't had the appointment for the MRI scan. And Beth thinks we're going to get to November, and I still wouldn't have had it. Which one, I'll tell you now, the lady at the eye hospital will not be happy if that happens. I mean, she does think it's going to get to the point where it will literally be. This is going. We know what's going on the back. They already know there's abnormalities or something at the back of the eye, and that are causing some problems. Well, they've developed at the back of the eye that are causing problems. But when I said to her, look, I said, you've ruled out cancers, you've ruled out everything else. So if it becomes to the point of, this is what's causing this, we can't do anything about it, all we can do is help you treat the symptoms and adapt, then I said, at least I know where I stand. But the thing is at the moment is sometimes when I'm doing stuff off stream it's okay, and then other times because I've been streaming then I'm doing stuff, my eyes get really tired. So the other day when I said I was going to finish all this cabling offline, I had every intention of doing that, but by the time I'd put in these machines here, because I did these on stream, didn't I? But by the time I'd finished putting these machines in, sorting out the belts underneath, and then started cabling up, I just had to put the game down and go, I need a rest. Doopy-doop-doo. Doopy-doop-doo-doo. Doopy-doo-doo-doo. This gonna need power rails, so you don't have to do each machine one by one. There used to be a mod that would do something similar to that, but I've not used it. The only other way of doing it is in update 8 there is an option in the menus to go without power, but to me that's a bit too much, because then you don't have to create power at all. You don't have to set up power factories. You don't have to set up nuclear power, which I'm not sure how that's going to work, because if people have that, they don't have to set up generators, they don't have to set up nuclear to make power. But oh, these are the other ones now. There is some recipes in the game that take some of the byproducts from those. So if you choose the option to have no power, I mean, I will not slate anyone for doing it. You know, if anyone's doing some big, massive builds and they're playing the game to mainly do decorative factories and see what they can get out of it, then that's fair enough. But you will lose out on some of the recipes. You will make it more difficult because some of the recipes take byproducts from the nuclear generation and stuff. I mean, it's going to be absolutely ages before we get the product source of phase 4. Because they take so much stuff. And some of those things in that, if I remember rightly, we can have a look in a moment. But some of the things in some of the recipes and some of the ingredients in some of those phase 4 products do require you to have nuclear up and running. I do hope in the update the autosave problems fixed. It takes so long. I can't remember who it was, but someone said in the chat once that someone uses the autosave time to run an advert on Twitch. Because for anyone that's watching on YouTube, Twitch has obviously all its bonuses, which YouTube are trying to, you know, obviously slowly bring out for themselves. You know, like on Twitch, you can use commands to do different things on the stream. So if you're ever watching and you've got like the Screaming Skulls comes up, or the rainstorm, or the thunder and lightning storm, and things like that. That's people on Twitch redeeming like channel points and things, which obviously you don't have on YouTube. But one of the downsides on Twitch for a viewer, it's a bonus for us streamers because it helps get some pennies in, and they literally are pennies, you know, not pounds, the pennies. But Twitch will run ads, so if someone comes in to watch the stream, they might get a pre-roll ad where they get adverts before they can get into the stream. Now you can turn those off, so what I've done is I have set it up that it runs a set amount of ads within the hour to turn off pre-rolls for people. So what one streamer did when he's playing this game, because the autosave can take a while, and he has a massive game. I mean, I'm nowhere near like what he's got. But what he did was he set it up so when the autosave kicks in, the ads will start. Which I thought was quite a good idea. Because it cuts down on the interruption, doesn't it? Right, if I remember right, these should be the all-clad aluminium sheet machines here. These are the ones that will give us the better, faster conveyor belts. I've only got the one light on today and my eye's starting to hurt. And it's bouncing off the wall, it's not even pointing directly at me. It's funny how some people look at you when you're walking down the road on, like today. It's not sunny here, it's cloudy, it's windy, it's wet. But when you're walking down the road with your dark glasses on. It's strange. I could be walking around the shop. Like in work, I could be walking around the shop floor with my dark glasses on because of how bright the lights are in work. And people seem to, if you don't say anything to me, I have had one or two colleagues ask, which doesn't bother me. But people look at you and they seem to accept you walking around indoors with your dark glasses on. More so than if you're walking down the road on a cloudy day. On a cloudy, windy day. mean, they don't say anything, but you can see sometimes the way they glance. Seem to accept you're walking around indoors with dark glasses on more than you accept you're walking outside. Because outside, it's like they're thinking, well, it's not sunny. Why have you got them on? Humans are funny things. Right, you go there, then there. Yeah, the way this is going, I think Friday might be a day to just see how we can maybe do the architecture on the outside of this building. Work on some central storage solutions for some of the products coming in. And coming up with a way to run the carry on with the train, so we end up with a full circle around the map. And out of all that, I think possibly the train's going to be the most awkward. Get this last bit done and then we'll have a quick walk down there before I power this on. Because this should be the... Oh, we've got the quartz, but that won't take too long. The quartz to power. Good the job that this game allows clipping. Otherwise you'd never get these underneath. That's what the red boxes are for, it's warning us that we've got some major clipping going on. I don't like clipping with the belts, but I think clipping like this is okay. I think this is acceptable. Nearly done with the last of these machines up here. This has been such a massive build. I knew I shouldn't have said what recipe should we use, and then you pick the efficient recipe downstairs. That's why we've ended up with so many machines to use up all the output. But then in a way it's good because from the look of it, we're going to need all this later on in the game. I mean, we are up today. Yeah, day 33, this. There was someone... I didn't watch it because it was a Dutch channel. And I wouldn't have understood what they were saying. But when I was quickly looking on Twitch before we started stream today, there was someone who was on day 400 and something. There's probably people who are on a lot longer. I mean, Kibitz, for example, and Bits, and Total, who are big streamers in this game. I know for a fact, if you look at Kibitz, he's got a playlist there that goes back 3 years. 3 years ago. As I first came across Kibitz during the COVID lockdowns. And playing this game. And he's still playing it now. Right, that's all these machines hooked up. So I'm just going to join the cable up down there. The outputs will probably come this way. Down to some stations. I just hope we have room. I could probably take that off there, maybe. I have to have stations down there, so we'll have to come off the track around here. Let's just before we do the court bit. You're there. So we could probably do something here. Take this away. Bring it down here. No, in fact, we'll leave that in because we can bring them down here. That's fine. So there, spine, spine, spine. Yeah. We have room in there for messing with. We don't have room for those though, that's okay. But we have room in there for messing with, running some belts if we need to. We just need to figure out where we're going to run the train stations. So as a marker, I change that to vertical. Bring you down. This is just a marker, it's not going to stay. There. So we'll have the spine coming down here. And we'll have organization. Organization, possibly train station starting here. No. Train stations are probably best one like this. somewhere around here. Okay, so that gives us an idea. We'll leave that waterfall of concrete going there while we sort these out. Let's just put these down here. That's it. No bites. But you'd miss it again. I thought I did that time. Must have been just the way I was putting it down. You like that? Like that. It's just be the way I'm doing it. I've been a wally, I have. Give me a sec, folks. Sorry about that, little kiddie's causing trouble. Coffee's cold. Nice. I think we will need to go to here. Sort that out to where power's coming in a moment. Don't want you. Don't want a power tower. Because it's so finicky. It's getting that little aim right. Well, I think it is. I don't know whether it's the game or just me. Anyone got themselves any bargains they've been looking for in the Amazon sales? You have to be careful, don't you? Because sometimes things aren't a bigger bargain as they look. I had a quick look at some of the chairs because this, obviously the problems I'm having with this one at the moment, it keeps sinking. I think the gas canister's gone on it. But they were still, sometimes a discount off something expensive is still very expensive, so. It might end up being a trip to IKEA to see if they've got any bargains on. All hail IKEA, yes. Over the years, we've ended up getting quite a bit of stuff from IKEA. The 3-seater couch we've got and the 2 armchairs are from IKEA. Got them delivered and Beth helped me build them. We've got one of the Alex bookcases there, but instead of standing up, it's on its side. Store some things in. Some got really good things in that store. Yeah, they're really good builds. Really, really good builds. Right, I think it's nearly time. Right, this will power on these machines. No, it won't. Ooh, what happened there? Okay. Right, you're going that way. Ah, we haven't hooked up here. That's okay. Okay, that's it. If I hook that up, that should power those miners on and power these machines on. Which will then start feeding silica into the big build. Right, we need to get these trains running first because they're going to need ingredients coming in as well. And right, let's have a quick look at these belts because we need somewhere for these to go. This is getting complicated again, trying to think. I'm thinking of too much stuff at the same time. Right, let's get these at least over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Six. Say one thing I do like about IKEA, for example, is they've got systems where, like, I mean, just obviously you're looking at the wardrobes. The wardrobes can come in so many configurations on the inside. And so many simple ideas to make things look tidy. And then you can have so many types of different doors on. The bookshelves. Everybody knows an Alex bookshelf. But they've also got things where you can have little doors on the individual shelves if you want to. Little drawers in the individual shelves if you want to. big doors on the outside if you want to. So many things can come in so many different configurations. And if you go into them and say, I've never had to do it, but I was building and this piece was missing. You have a department where you can just go and get the piece. There's no, oh, we'll have to look at when did you get it, how was it delivered, and who built it, and have you checked this, have you checked that? It's just, oh yeah, here's the piece. No nonsense, no fiddling and faffing. So many companies nowadays try and come up with so many ways and so many reasons to not give you customer service. But these guys are just like, yep, here's the missing piece. And sometimes you don't even have to speak to someone to get that missing piece, because if it's a screw or a runner off a drawer or a hinge off a door or something else like that, half the time they've got tubs of them outside the customer service area. So you don't even have to go in and mess with anyone. You can just pick up what you need and go. I mean, there's a lot of companies nowadays that could learn so much of places like IKEA when it comes to good customer service. Right, that'll take the output downstairs. And that's 8 bolts there. How many are we going to have coming off these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wow, okay. I just have to do a little bit of belting here because I've just thought we're going to need some sinks for these, aren't we? I don't know. Will we need sinks on these? Does this need to be continuously moving? We've got sinks for there, so that doesn't back up. That's the output from overflow output from some of the refineries. I don't think so. No, we'll do it without, but we'll leave room for sinks if we need to. We could always rejig and fiddle with some of the belts. That's going to be a wall of movement coming down. We could probably do it with them a bit closer. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Probably do with them being like, not there, but there. That's probably better because then you can see them. Oh, you're a little bit high. Thank you. You, and meow, you. There you go. And then you will come down and down and down and down. So. These are the encasements, aren't they? Yeah, aluminium casings. We're going to have room for 21 bells. Oh. Excuse me, sorry. You will go that way. There. And here. Okay. Right, while we're working this out, let's get the 2 chews running. If you get the 2 chews running, they'll start bringing ingredients in that we need. So we will get... I need another engine. 2 engine train. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can name it, can't we? This is doing aluminium coke. Can we name you? Yeah. Alu coke trade. No, I might at some point do a points redeem thing to name the trains. You're going to that one. And then you go into this one. Trainee McTrain face, okay. Is that what I should call our personal train that I'll start using when we go around there? Because I am thinking that every station will start having a personal station for us to run to in case we need to check something at the factory. Trainee McTrain face. Right, petroleum coke. I don't know if we can have it where it's fully unloaded. Let's try fully unloaded first, because that might save on the amount of trains that are running around here. So, petroleum and coke, that will always be a full load. Coke in. We'll try freight wagon is fully loaded or unloaded. Don't know if you can take ore out. I know, yeah, but they didn't name the boat that, did they? They cheated everyone. They named the mini subbit the ROV. Right, let's just check these stations are set to unload. Load? No, these are unload stations. When you put a station down, they automatically set to load. I've just noticed the problem with these stations. Did anybody else notice it? Didn't put these in. So a build this size, I'll be surprised if it works smoothly. And it might have to run for a while before we start noticing some problems, because everything has got to overflow through all the machines. Everything's got to overflow through these machines. And that's then got to send them up to overflow through these machines, which is then got to send it up to overflow through these. So it could be a while, people. Let's just have a quick look underneath. We did hook the... Yes, they're all hooked up down there. That's okay. This one. Do we need you and you? Oh yeah, you're going away. I wonder if that would work, actually. One, two, three, four. I don't know if it's true, but I did hear 1 engine to 4 carriages is best. So I'm keeping that ratio. Alu coke train, so this will be the aluminium copper train. So copper desert out. We'll do A. Do aluminium copper in. And we're going to set you to freight wagon is fully unloaded. Fully unloaded, or wait. Can we override these? Oh, we can. Fully unloaded, or wait 60 seconds, I think. people think? 60 seconds, or should we do 120? I might keep an eye on it whilst we're not streaming, and just see how it goes. Right, the trains are ready. Let's send these out. Get you out. No timetable. We did you. You. Did I not hit save? The copper one might be back first because it's only going to the desert. Whereas the petroleum coke's going to the oil. Right, that's those ingredients coming in. 10 quarts on. Come on. Let's see some belts of quartz. Yeah, I've got such a long way to come. There's those trains heading out. What? Have we got a problem with the quartz? Oh no, there it is. Yeah, it looks so funny because it's so compressed being so far out. Alright, let's just start overflowing into these machines. What's going on here? Oh, belt missing. It's alive. Ooh, what's going on here? Why are these not running? Can't run if they're not given ingredients in recipes, okay? My god, look at them running. Beautiful. That's a beautiful sight. I know it's only a game, but it makes you feel all warm and tingly when you see something huge like this that you've built starting to come alive. What's the copper train? Our copper wall's starting to work. We need to hook these up down here. I might just do these quick and dirty. No, we won't. We'll do these proper. The proper way. That's okay, it's not too close to the water, is it? Why are you not making? What a sight. We had any coke in yet? No, autosave just ruins some things, don't they? Hello, Farquaad. Morning, Paul and Jack. Guess I'm a bit late for the beginning, but I'm here now. That sleep thing gets in the way. Yes, you've got about half an hour before I finish today. I'm doing a long one Friday, as per usual, but you've got half an hour today before I finish, because Beth wants me to meet her with her purse. She doesn't take it into work. She doesn't feel safe with it in work, so she wants me to meet her. Right, well, let's have a quick look. Right, these are just backing up and overflowing and everything. Yes. So we have petroleum and coke in. We have copper in. That's another copper train coming in. What an animation that is. I know. You'll see it come to life. I've still got to finish a couple of the belts over there, but it will be alive for everyone to see. So we have the copper and the coke train running. The extra copper is running from underneath. That's up and running. Quartz is running. Right, let's just go along and check. You're hooked up all the way down, yes. All the way down. So here we go, folks. As I say, it might take a while for it to fully kick in because we've got a lot of overflow to do, but bingo! Come on. Working. Here we go. That's the aluminium solution and the silica. That silica goes up to some machines up above. These machines, come on. What are you waiting for? What? You're missing a belt of silica. Ah, okay. It is. It is. You're waiting for silica. Where's your silica? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, we didn't. Oh, you nutter. We've done quartz instead of silica in these machines. We put the wrong recipe in these machines. We have booped. You might get to see this turn on twice. We're going to have to drain all these belts. These should have been doing silica. I put them in as quartz. My mistake, though. That. Luckily, it takes the same material in. It's not like I have to rip up the factory and do it separately. So the layout we've got here will still work. The only problem is doing it like this. Is now clogging up my pockets. And I'm starting to leave things behind. Because I'm over full. Yeah, all this quartz on these belts is supposed to be silica. I put the wrong recipe in. I booped. And seeing as though Twitch do mark the stream as a certain age range because of this game, I can get away with saying I booped. Alright, let's just throw this down here for a sec. Don't pull that, please, because I'm going to have to drain all these belts. These ones are going to be an issue. I know what I'll do. It's ugly, but it works. Ugly, but works. Do the same here. Yeah, all this course that's coming in should have been silica. I just made a mistake. At least I've got room to hook these onto the end. It's almost like I planned it just in case I did make a mistake, isn't it? And if you believe that, you'll believe anything. Just goes to show you should double check everything. These ones are going to be a pain. I might just have to delete them and put in those lifts. But you will get to see it all get turned on Friday. We'll have another amazing turn on. Ugh. It's going to take me too long to do all these lifts before I have to go to meet Beth, but... Oh well, I boobed. You're still draining in, because you got a longer run than the others, that's why. You say it was like turning on an old car, chug, chug, chug. Like turning on an old car when you've put water instead of oil in it. I've still got room. Talking about having room, is anybody seeing the... Firstly, what do people think of Forever Skies? Is that what the French call the faux Pope? Yeah, if that's the if that's French for complete and utter cock up. I think on Friday when I turn this on, I might actually turn the music down and the sound up. I like Forever Skies, but it's not one of those games at the moment that I can do like big long streams on. I don't know why. It could be just because I'm getting used to it. Not too sure. But they're bringing out an update. And one of the things in the update is that stack sizes in your storage will be bigger. Which is good. And storage boxes and shelving will have more storage room, more slots. So you'll have bigger stack sizes and more slots. Stack sizes aren't going up by a huge amount, but at least they're going up, which is a big bonus. Well, let's have a look. I do have a French side of the family married into this family. So I could have asked them, but false skin. Okay. Let's have a look. Don't know if it will understand slang. Big cock up is the gross bite. Okay. That sounds painful, doesn't it, in that context? Gross error. Huge mistake. Okay. I don't think they pronounce it gross bite, but it does sound wrong, doesn't it? Gross is probably the huge bit, isn't it? But bite or bitte? The cock? Fair enough. It has teeth. It will bite you. I wonder if I can do that like this. Empty them two at the same time. There you go. Do the same again here. I don't think I could ask my uncle's wife to tell me how to pronounce that. Huge cockle. Bum, bum, bum. I'm going to have to redo all these lifts as well, because you can't drain them unless you delete them. That's going to take the longest. This bit here is easy. And I won't do a test turn on. I will do the next turn on Friday. I will just drain the lifts. I will drain the lifts in the meantime, and the next turn on will be with you all watching. Because that's half the fun of the game, is discovering things for the first time with everyone in the community. Finding that you've made a huge mistake with the community. Or a gross bite or bitter. Just speak English like everyone else. Yeah, I cocked up. Gotta be careful what I say, really, haven't I? Because they end up in trouble with Twitch using foul language. I wasn't using foul language. I made a mistake. Right. I put quartz into my factory instead of silica. Put salt in my cupcakes instead of sugar. I'm surprised that's letting me build really on top of the belt like that. I actually would have thought it would have said it was an invalid area to build. Yeah, it would leave a bad taste in your mouth, wouldn't it? So all I'm going to have left to do after this is delete and re-put in those lifts just to get the quartz off those lifts. And all this stuff I'm getting now, I'm just going to put into that sink that we have down there. We must have a poop load of tickets because ever since we built it, the... let's see if I can do it this way. Ever since I built it, the rubber and plastic's been overflowing into them. Got it. This drained at the same time as getting that drained. Right, folks. We had a false start with this factory due to yours truly making a massive boo-boo. But I'll leave that draining. I'll get the lifts drained once I get back after meeting Beth. And then this Friday will be the turn on of this, making sure it's all running okay. Then we'll look at, don't know in what order after that, but we will also look at getting the train through the green fields and the grasslands. Maybe try and think of an area to start an iron factory. And working on some of the central storage. So we'll have to have a little look at that. So that will be this Friday. Starting at 10 AM UK time. I'll probably do a longish 6-hour stream like I normally do on a Friday. I can't really do any longer than 6 hours because after I finish streaming on Fridays, I have to have something to eat and then get myself to bed early because I'm up at 4 AM Saturday morning. So anyway, folks, kind of like a dry run, yeah, but a dry run that sort of ground to a halt. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So, firstly, Pallet Box, thank you so much for the raid earlier and for trusting me with your community. I hope it was a worthwhile raid for you and your community, and that some of you did stick around. I hope so anyway. So, as usual, folks, if you like what you see, what you hear, please consider clicking that follow button down below on Twitch or the subscribe button on YouTube. It does help us streamers know what we're doing is worthwhile. And on YouTube, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. It does show that it's worth YouTube recommending it to other people that like playing and watching Satisfactory streams. So, if you want to join the community a little bit further, we do have a Twitter and a Discord. They are sometimes quiet at the moment, but I'm trying to be as active as I can, and at the same time I need to build the community so that more community members are posting in there. And it's not mandatory, but if you do wish to do so, we do have a Ko-fi if you wish to drop a little bit to try and help pay the bills and keep the lights on here and keep the stream running. So once again, folks, dry run, we spotted an error, we'll fix that error, and I'll be back on Friday to do the main turn on, and hopefully everything will run smoothly. So take care of yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Take care, bye bye.